A very warm welcome to the students of Thakur Vidya Mandir High School and Junior College. Our motto of our school is Let learning be a joy and teaching a pleasure. A very warm welcome to the students of 8th standard. Let's continue with our chapter Dick Whittington and his cat. In the first two videos above, we know these two characters, Dick Whittington and his cat. Dick Whittington was a poor boy who lived in south of England, and he had no proper food, and his parents had also died. One day he heard it from somewhere that the streets of London is filled with coal, and then he decides to go to London. So when he arrived when he arrived to London, the only thing he could see was dirty streets and unfriendly people. He wanted to be rich because he wanted that people around him should treat him very kindly. And therefore, he was afraid because he was alone. And after some time, we have an entry of a rich merchant called Mr. Fitzwarren who helps him, who gives him a small place to stay and also food to eat and even a job. But Dick Whittington's life was not that easy. He had two difficulties. One difficulty was the place where he used to sleep was overrun with rats and mice, and the second difficulty was the cook's bad temper. He overcome the problem of rat and mice by bringing a cat, but he could not bear, he could not control, he could not take it, take the bad temper of the cook, and therefore he decides to leave. So he gets away from Mr. Fitzwarren's house, and on the way, when he was going somewhere else to find his fortune, we see that he hears the church bell giving a message to Dick Whittington, telling him to get back to the rich merchant's house. And then we see that he gets back to Mr. Fitzwarren's house, and after that, since Mr. Fitzwarren is a rich merchant, he used to trade from one part of the country to the next part. So one day he calls a small meeting, a small household meeting together, and he asks the members of his house if they want to give anything for trading, and if the trade, whatever trade they are giving, if that trade is been liked by other countries, the half profit will be theirs. So the family members gave whatever they can, except Dick. Since he was poor, he did not have anything. So Mr. Fitzwarren asked kindly to Dick Whittington that what do you have? So he said, I have nothing except the cat. So in the last part, we will see whether Dick Whittington happily gives his cat, or Mr. Fitzwarren has some alternative which will be on behalf of Dick Whittington. So let's begin. Everyone open your English textbook to page number 8. Let's begin. Then let your cat go on the ship, said Mr. Fitzwarren. His daughter Alice said, Dick loves his cat. Let me put something in for him. But her father said no. It must be his, not something belonging to someone else. We see that in the first paragraph, Mr. Fitzwarren is telling Dick Whittington to let go his cat in the ship. So Mr. Fitzwarren is having a daughter, a new character, a daughter named Alice, who tells her father that no, father, Dick loves his cat a lot. On behalf of Dick Whittington, I am putting something on his behalf. But Mr. Fitzwarren said no, it should not be belonging to someone else. It should be something belonging to Dick only. So you can't put anything which is on behalf of him. So in the first paragraph we saw that Mr. Fitzwarren is telling Dick Whittington to give his cat so that if the other countries liked the product, he might get the profit. But his his uh, his daughter confronts, his daughter requests Mr. Fitzwarren that no, please, Dick loves his cat, so on behalf of Dick Whittington, I'll put something on behalf of him. But Alice's dad, that is Mr. Fitzwarren, said no, it should be his own belonging and not somebody else's. So Dick fetched his cat and said goodbye to it sadly. The captain of the ship was delighted, for the cat was an excellent mouser, and so he had no trouble with rats and mice on his voyage. So we see in the next paragraph that Dick sadly gives his cat because the cat was only a hope. He felt that maybe the cat can do something and maybe he could get a good profit and he can become rich. So maybe during that time he was confused. He was very sad that he is letting the cat go, but he had no other option than giving his cat. But the captain of the ship was delighted. Delighted means he was happy because the cat was an excellent mouser. So you all know that if there are rats and mice, a cat can be a solution to that problem. So the captain was very happy. After some months, the ship arrived at a place on the African coast, Barbary, where people called the Moors they lived. So after it was a long journey, and after some months, the ship finally arrived to the African coast, Barbary, and the people were called as Moors. Okay, the people staying over there are called Moors. Okay, the captain sent a message to the king to say he had fine goods for sale and he was invited to the palace to show him. So the captain sends a message to the king saying that he has got a beautiful collection of goods and um, goods for sale, and therefore the king invites the captain to his palace. While he was talking to the king and the queen, some dishes of food were brought in. But almost immediately rats and mice ran up and before the captain's eyes ate all the food. So when captain arrived in the palace, some dishes were served. Okay, some dishes were served. So as soon as the dishes were brought, immediately we see the rats and mice over on the plate, and before the captain could see the food, we see that the rats and mice were, they ran up, they were on that food. So even the captain was surprised seeing this. So let's see in the next paragraph. The captain was astonished and asked if this was what normally happened. So when he saw that as soon as the dishes were brought, the rats and the mice were all over it. So the captain was surprised. Astonishment, he was surprised, and he asked the king that, is this incident always happening? So sadly the king said, alas, yes, came the reply. The country is suffering from a plague of rats and mice, and we cannot get rid of them. So the king replied that yes, this is the problem normally we face, and our country is suffering from a plague. Plague is a certain type of a disease, but over here it is said a problem, a thing that causes a great trouble. Okay, So the king says that the country is suffering from a plague of rats and mice and we cannot get rid of them. So in the third paragraph, I think I may have the answer on my ship. So the captain said to the king that I think I may have the answer on my ship, said the captain, and he sent a message asking for Dick's cat to be brought to the palace. So when he was invited at the palace, he did not get all his goods. He first asked for permission. So as soon as the captain came to know the problem, he he asked one of his ship crew to get Dick's cat to the palace. More food was laid out and the rats and the mice appeared as before. The cat immediately pounced and killed at least a dozen before they scattered. Everyone was delighted and the queen asks, what do you call this animal? So when the cat was brought, again the food was served, and we see that all rats and mice appeared there, and this cat was a very helpful to get rid of this problem. So the cat killed um, a dozen of rats and mice before they vanished, before they scattered means before they disappeared. Okay, everyone was delighted, everyone was happy, and the queen asked, okay, so the queen asked the captain, uh, what do you call this animal? Puss is the name she answered to, said the captain. And when the queen called Puss Puss, the cat went over to her and purred. Okay, so the queen asked what's her name. So the captain said Puss, and when the queen called Puss Puss, we see that lovingly and kindly the cat went in the arms of the queen. I missed two sentences from page number 8. I'll just read it out. The queen was a little alarmed at first, and she had seen how fiercely the cat had attacked the rats and the mice. But the captain told her not to be anxious. So we see that the queen was surprised, fiercely means in something aggressive manner, and anxious means worried. Okay, so the queen was very surprised, and she was scared seeing how the rat attacked the rats and the mice, how the cat attacked the rats and the mice. But the captain told her not to be anxious, not to be worried, because the cat is a very kind animal. Puss is very friendly with people, he said, and would soon rid your kingdom of rats and mice. So the captain suggested that the cat is very friendly, and soon you all will get ri- soon you all will get rid from the problems of rats and mice. I would give great wealth to own this cat, said the queen. So the queen wanted this cat because because the African continent, the African uh, coast was suffering, was having a problem of plague, and the queen said that I would like to have this cat. So the captain began bargaining, and it was agreed that the king would buy the whole cargo from Mr. Fitzwarren's ship to pay a fine price for it, and for the cat alone, the king paid 10 times the sum again. So now the captain was happy, and the queen wanted this animal, and therefore we see that the captain started bargaining, and he agreed to a conclusion, telling the king to buy the whole cargo, whatever was there in the ship, everything the king should buy, and the king should pay 10 times the sum again for the cat alone. Okay, the only for cat he should pay 10 times more. Okay, When the ship came back to the port of London, the captain showed Mr. Fitzwarren the gold and the jewels he had brought from Barbary, and told him the story of the cat. The merchant sent for Dick. "From now on, Dick," he said, "we should all call you Mr. Whittington, for you are a rich man." Mr. Fitzwarren then paid him all the money the captain had received for the cat. So, in this third paragraph, we see that the ship finally arrived at the port of London, and uh, then the captain showed Mr. Fitzwarren. He told the entire story that happened in the palace and how the cat was so useful for them to get rid of the problem. See, over here we see that the captain was a loyal person. He could have just ran away with the gold and jewel, but he did not do that. He was very loyal to his to the to Mr. Fitzwarren, and therefore we see that he comes back to the port of London, and he tells the entire story, and then Mr. Fitzwarren said, "Okay, now we will tell this story to Dick Whittington." And then once they are went back home, they told uh, Dick uh, Dick Whittington that from today your name is Mr. Whittington, for you are a rich man. And also the captain told the entire story to Dick Whittington, and how the cat was so useful for them. From this time on, Dick worked with Mr. Fitzwarren and became a successful merchant himself. So we see that after he got a lot of gold and jewels, we see that Mr. Fitzwarren uh, told Dick to work along with him, and so that he can become a successful merchant one day. He married, who married, Dick Whittington married Mr. Fitzwarren's daughter, that is Alice, and three times he was elected as Lord Mayor of London. Okay, so we see that Dick Whittington married Mr. Fitzwarren's daughter, and and also he became a good merchant, and also he was elected as Lord Mayor of London. He was also in time knight by the king and became Sir Richard Wington. We see that he was been given a highly honored title as Sir Richard Wington. So see the journey of this poor boy Dick Whittington. He had so many problems that came across, but still he did not give up. Still he became a good merchant. He worked with Mr. Fitzwarren. He was honored and given a title. And let's see what the last few lines wants to tell us, what message it is trying to give us. See in the last few lines that um, we'll read. He was not only famous, but he was popular too, for he always helped the poor with his money. Sometimes when he was old, he could tell his grandchildren the story of his cat, and how the bells of London had called him back when he was only a poor boy. Turn again, Whittington, though worthy citizen, Lord Mayor of London. So we see that he was not only famous, but he, over the time, he became popular. But even though he was popular, he did not forget to help the poor people, because even he remembered himself being poor and how people used to treat them, and therefore he always used to help the poor people. Sometimes, when he became old, he used to tell his grandchildren the story of the cat, and how he got the message from the bell, from the church bell, and from the church bell, and um, he changed his mind and he went back to Mr. Fitzwarren's house. So in this chapter, in this lesson, we it's a very inspiring story, my dear students. We see that sometimes even we feel that we have so many obstacles in our life. We want to get rid of all these problems, but always remember, every success that you take has a lot of difficulties, but we should know how to overcome them. We all are very dedicated to our dreams. So, if if a time comes where we see that our luck is not working, never give up. See, Dick Whittington had so many difficulties that came across. He had to um, save money to buy a cat. Then he had to bear the temper of the cook. Also, he had to sacrifice his cat that he by saving some pennies. So sometimes we see that um, we need to be patient. Everything that happens in your life happens for a reason. But we should always remember to be kind to the poor people, help them whenever they need our help. Also, our friends who are very weak in our studies or who need your help, always help them. Okay? So thank you students. Have a nice day. Stay safe, stay healthy. If you all have any doubt, if you all have any problem, you all can ask me. Thank you.